welcome you in here on KSM Productions for this broadcast of 12U Tier 2 hockey between the Lysander Lightning and the Buffalo Regals. Game 1 of the doubleheader between the two today. Game 2 will be played at about 3 p.m. Lysander wearing their home white, Buffalo in their road blue. Looking to be Lysander's final home games of the season. I'm Killian Heffron, maybe joined alongside by Brian Heffron on for the second game, but not for this one. For this one, I'm on my own. Lightning coming off of a 4-4 tie with the Rochester Junior Americans yesterday, and Buffalo coming off of a loss to the Columbus Capitals. Lysander looking to avoid dropping down to 500. They sit at 22-21-5. Buffalo 21-15-6. And we are all set to go. Buffalo already here for the face-off on the draw for the Regals. Looks to be number 72, Declan Reinheimer. And with that, here we are set to go. Lysander shooting from right to left, Buffalo from left to right. Face-off taken, and we are underway. Draws one by the Lightning, played back by Heindorf in his own end. He looks to fire this one up. It's chopped down there by Reinheimer. Reinheimer controls this one. He's played there by Heindorf. Heindorf picks it up, tries to send this one out of the zone, and gets blocked by the Lightning, and they will bring this forward. It's a 2-on-1. It's Devaney with Wheeler. Devaney walks on in. He shoots one, glove save made, and it's held by Benjamin Keem. And the goal horn played for some reason. Bit trigger happy there from the people in the music. Shots on goal, 1-0 in favor of the Lightning. Face-off's taken and one. This gets sent forward, and it'll be played up at the point, chipped by, and here comes Reinheimer trying to get this one down the ice. Savicki picks it up for the Lightning, and he will wrap it around. Savicki looks, he Mohawks, this one's turned over. Opportunity there for the Regals, but they couldn't pick that one up. Passed up to Devaney. Devaney gets stick there by Bentley, who picks this one up the other way. Here comes Christopher Bentley up into the offensive zone. He makes a move. Bentley walking on in. He shoots one there, save made by Austin. One shot on goal aside. Wheeler making a, or excuse me, Skellett making a play on this one. Bentley sends this one back down, and it'll be sent up the ice. There's a number 29 for the Regals who's not listed on my roster, so we'll just call him 29. This is sent on in, moving on in on the 2-on-1. Shot hit the goalpost off the attempt there from another player not listed on the roster. This gets sent down low, and it's fired up off the boards, held at the point, sent over to O'Grady. O'Grady walks in, he shoots one, deflects, and they score! And the Regals take the 1-0 lead off the deflection. And it is the mysterious number 91. It's like the last name is Brewster, so that'll make it 1-0. Regals off the goal from Brewster. Shots on goal 3-1 in favor of Buffalo. And the Lightning win this draw. Here's Heffron carrying it forward. Heffron dumps this one on in and pursues Poirier. Poirier comes down trying to get onto this one. It's slapped up the wall, hit at the point by DeBono. DeBono fires this down low, and it's picked up there by the Regals, scooped up, and this will be played and walked forward here by Logan Gazer, and handed that one over to Ben Kukowski. Kukowski walks around down low. He's played there by DeBono. He picks it up again, looks up to the point. Here's Becker. Becker walks in, shot there wider than that, hit the side of the goal. Sent back around down low. Heffron tried to get a stick on it. Comes back out to the middle. And then Poirier picks it up, and he'll walk out the other way. Here's Tommy Poirier, sends this one up for Heffron. Heffron with a man to beat. He walks on in. That one sticked away. Good play there by Jack Boguski. Tried to beat him wide, and Boguski just got his stick in there, was able to poke that one away. Long pass up is intercepted. Here's Jay Skellett walking forward, and he gets rubbed out along the wall. Comes out the other way. And here come the Regals now up into the offensive zone. Making a move there was Kulakowski, and it whacks around down low. Regals hold this one in at the point. Sent to the middle. There's a good move. Walking on in there was Kujawski, but he couldn't get the shot off. It comes on in. Kicked away there by Savicki. And the Lightning look to break this one out. Blocked down. Regals trying to press this one in. Savicki lost it into skates. He's able to reobtain it and chip this one up the wall, but the Regals are there, and they'll take this one back away. Pass there intended for the point ends up going out of the zone, so the Lightning will try to carry this one out, but it's picked right back up by Buffalo. They move on in. They're able to stay on side. Spino steps in for the Lightning, and he couldn't get to that one. Coming out the other way, here is Heindorf. Sends this one up the wall. Sticks by, and it goes down the ice where Brewster will pick this one up. Brewster sends this one up to Bentley. Efron got a stick on it, but the Regals are able to ultimately keep possession until Chavain breaks it up. Here Chavain walks on in over to Wheeler, and Wheeler, a between-the-legs shot there, is turned away and held by Keem. Efron on the draw matchup with Christopher Bentley. It's won by Bentley, and the Regals carry this one up the other way. Brewster looking to bring this forward, and it's sticked away. Heffron tries to get to this. Backhanded forward, and now it'll be sent down into the zone there by Zach Litter. It comes up. Heffron nearly able to undercut that. Wheeler had an opportunity to get that one out of the zone, but Litter got there to hold it in. It's passed over to Litter, who shoots. Save made there by Austin. Rebound. It goes wide, and it comes back up to the point. Sent back in down low. DeBuono steps up to that. Walking on in. Centering pass. It was loose down in front, but the Lightning able to knock it away. And here's Heffron coming out on the rush. Heffron comes forward. He has room. And it's a good stick there by Bogulski to break that one up. That pass is turned over. And out come the Regals. Here's Lanier in a 1v3 scenario. He shoots. It got blocked by Heindorf. Hawthorne goes the other way. Hawthorne cuts through in the middle, blows the tire, but is able to successfully complete the pass. Skellett dumps it on in, and getting down there is Becker. Becker fires it over. Looking up the ice, it's picked up now by the Regals, and they bring this one on forward. Here's Ryder from the side. Ryder had to go against Heindorf, who was able to knock him off the puck. Cleared back into a bunch of Regals, and they will continue to hold this one in. Ryder with it again. Goes up to the point. Becker sends it down low. Back to the middle. Shot there from Geyser did not go low. And that's going to be held by Austin. And some pushing and shoving after the whistle resulting from that. Shots on goal 5-2 in favor of the Regals. They hold the 1-0 lead, 9:08 in. Very quiet in here today, not much in terms of noise from anybody. Battling for this one along the wall. Savicki comes in to try and help, and he will slide this one out. Poirier picks it up, and he will make his way up the ice, hand it over to Hawthorne, who had his pocket picked there by Krakowski. And as his son over, Ryder was looking there for one of his teammates, but pass was just a little ahead. His teammate got held up. Sent forward, and now the Regals able to bring this one right back in. Lightning defense there got caught in the line change. They fire this one up. It'll end up making its way all the way down the ice. And Lysander forecheck trying to prevent this breakout. Here's O'Grady. Sends this one up, picked off by Skellett. Skellett into the offensive zone from the side. He turns, looking, Skellett. Shooting one, save made, it's held. So Lysander are able to pick up a good shot on goal, but ultimately not able to get it to go. Face off one there. Spino tries to get to it. Heffron a shot there, save made. And the rebound bounced along to the side. Heffron engaged in a battle with this one. It's picked up there by Spino, who tries to carry this one around on Chavain. Almost able to hold that one in. It ends up coming out of the zone. DeBuono will send this one up the ice. Gets deflected forward. Heffron trying to get up to this. O'Grady sends it up, and the Regals will try to break on out. Chavain into the offensive zone. Chavain makes a move. He walks on in, shooting one, and that one turned away by Keem. Shots on goal now tied at 5. Held in there by Chavain. He picks it up in the corner, looks to the center. Spino was there. It's loose. They poke at it, and it's under Keem, and he holds it. Lightning able to get close there, but ends up falling under Benjamin Keem. He holds. Shot 6-5 in favor of the Lightning. 1-0 our score. Regals with the lead off the deflection goal. These two have met once before this season on November 9th. Ended up in a 3-3 tie. And these two teams certainly looking to remain even. Lysander trying to avoid ending up with a losing record for the first time this year. That one is just offsides. Jumping the gun a little bit there was Zach Lydier, and so faceoff will come back outside the zone. 7:02 left to go in the first. Faceoff won there by Bentley. It gets locked up by a knocked down Devaney. Now they move on in, pass to the middle. Lydier couldn't get the shot off. Good defense there by Wheeler. That's turned over. Here's Lydier again. Lydier, a shot. That one goes wide. Savicki behind his net. Tries to get a stick on it, and Buffalo will now reset. Walking on around. Sent to the middle. Comes up to the point. Shot there. They score. And it's Christopher Bentley makes it 2-0. And a very depressing feeling here in this and Three Rivers Athletic Complex. Absolute silence. Regals make it 2-0. Heffron on the draw. It's 1 on over, and here come the Regals carrying this forward. Dumped down in was Braden Ryder. DeBuono down low, whacks it up to the point. It'll be held in. That one deflects on through, and now here come the Lightning trying to break it out of the zone. Up to Heffron. Heffron into the offensive zone. Good defensive play. He made the pass over to Hawthorne, who scores. And Hawthorne makes this one 2-1. So Hawthorne off the pass from Heffron, and the Lightning able to get this one back within 1. Good response there from Lysander. Heffron now on the draw. He wins it, and he'll look to send this one forward. Hawthorne comes up to it, and he's taken down there. DeBuono there sends it forward before blowing a tire. And coming out the other way are the Regals, looking to get the 2-goal lead right back. They walk on in. Pass made over. They had an open shooting lane, but ended up getting pulled down. This one gets fired up, and it will make its way out of the zone. Couple Lightning in pursuit. Poirier nearly got a stick on that one, and this comes forward. Good step up there by DeBuono. Chavain looks forward, gets a stick on it. Poirier picks it up and fires it forward. Sent down there by Bogulski. And now Heindorf in his own end. He looks up the ice. Heindorf looks, and he finds number 43, Brady Pearson. Turning around the other way, this is the mysterious 29. And stepping in there, Heindorf able to hold that one in the zone. It gets sent down low. Bogulski fires this one around the wall up to Krakowski. Krakowski brings this forward, and this one comes up and down into the Lysander zone. Heindorf steps up, and he gets to this one. And there Lightning trying to get this one up out. This is taken forward and backhanded on the pass. Here is Skellett into the offensive zone. Skellett tries to go through a couple defenders and ultimately had it taken away by one of them. Sent forward, Savicki tries to pinch, and this is going to result in a 2-on-1 the other way for the Regals. They move on in. There's a great move. Backhanded save made there. And it'll be dug at the side of the net. Regals picking up behind. They look for the pass. It comes up. Shot there. Save made by Austin. The Regals here getting a couple of good chances in their quest to make it 3-1. Skellett looking for the pass, and he looked for Pearson. This one's going to go off the mark all the way down the icing. 3:54 left to go in the first period of play. Shots on goal 8-7 in favor of the Regals. Face-off won there by the Lightning. Trying to step up there. This is knocked forward. Devaney moves this one forward. Heffron into the offensive zone. Heffron with Wheeler. Here's Heffron. He walks in. Backhands it off the side of the net. And in a good physical play by the Regals, they're able to lock him down after that. Good use by Buffalo there of using the body to knock him off the puck. And the Regals try to break this one out. Here's a long pass that succeeds up to Adam Kajewski into the offensive zone. He able to hit that one by initially. Picked up by Heffron on the wall, turning. Sent to the middle, and Devaney picks it up. He'll walk out the other way. Devaney hits it forward and down the ice. O'Grady picks it up. Looks on over, and this pass comes forward now into the offensive zone for the Regals. Moving on through is Bentley, and he got stepped up on there by Chavain. Heindorf works that the other way. He looks forward for Poirier. Pass a little off the mark and bounce off Poirier's leg. And the Lightning forecheck now trying to get onto this puck. Heindorf pinches in. He got a stick on it, but that'll bring it back for the Regals. Poirier tries to step up. Heindorf along over O'Grady, makes the pass on over to Brewster. And now into the offensive zone come the Regals. Long dump in. And it'll be sticked away there by Austin. Battled for up the middle. Bentley picks it up. He makes a move, and he'll just fire this one back down low in order to get a change. Few Regals coming off, and now here come the Lightning up the ice. Here's Skellett with speed. And he has it sticked away there. Poirier picks it up, and he will break into the offensive zone, dumps it down low. Pearson in pursuit of this. Lightning make a couple of changes. Lydier. This one gets sent down low. Here's Skellett. Skellett turning. Looking. And this will get sent forward. A couple players got tied up down low. Long shot deflects in. Goes off the boards. Spino tries to step to this one. Lydier brings it in, and he will work his way out of the zone. Lydier, a good pass on up to Geyser. Geyser down low. Makes a good move to the middle, and Heffron picks it up. And Lightning will look to break out. 1:22 left to go. 2-1 our score. Regals with the lead. Heffron with a good couple of moves, and he moves on forward. He sends it down low before being played by Becker. And it gets sent up the other way. Wheeler sends it back in. Wheeler makes a good move. Cuts to the middle. He shoots. It bounces down. It's loose, and it nearly went on in. Heffron behind the net, and he ended up losing the puck. Lightning there nearly getting lucky. Shots 9-8 in favor of the Regals. Wheeler down low, intended for Heffron. It gets picked off by Buffalo, and they look to come forward with it. That's a good play now by the Regals. They move on in. It's Ryder, and he got caught by a few defenders there. Ended up going down to the wall. They're just trying to figure out where the puck is, and now they are able to. Heffron with 20 seconds left. And he'll fire this one on down the ice. No icing. Wheeler tries to get on this. 10 seconds left in the period, and here comes Devaney, nearly able to get to that puck. Ended up blowing a tire on the way back, and it's a 3-on-2 for the Regals. However, there's a back checker coming back for Lysander. That's sent down low, deflects wide. And trying to get over this is Hawthorne. That is the end of the first period. 2-1 our score, Regals with the lead. We will be back here in a moment on KSM Productions. Do not go anywhere. We're back here on KSM Productions for the second period of action. Lysander looking to get this one back even. Hawthorne cuts it forward, and the Regals pick it up, and they'll look to send this one down the ice. Oh, she's coming back. Sent forward. Here's Hawthorne. Hawthorne walks forward. And Skellett picks it up, looks down the ice. Sent around down low. Kowalski has picked up a good attempt at a play there by Heindorf. It gets centered in the middle. Save made there by Austin. He holds it. It's still loose. And now we'll get some more pushing and shoving. Regals get a couple of shots there in that sequence. So both teams will make changes. Face-off won by the Regals, comes up to the point. Here's number 29, sends it around down low. And it's picked off by the Lightning to go up the other way. Here's Heffron, sends this forward. Spino tries to get to it, and it gets dumped back down low. Chavain looks up the ice. And this gets sent on forward. Shits by Bentley. Almost able to pick that one up, and ends up coming out the other way. And here come the Lightning up the ice. Sent around down low. DeBuono up to Pearson. Pearson controls on the wall, comes on out. Centering pass there was intercepted, and the Lightning come out the other way. Spino looks to bring this one up, was overwhelmed by a few Regals, and this one will be set back up into the neutral zone. It takes a weird bounce. Heffron nearly able to get a stick on it. It comes out the other way, chipped forward, and it falls back down low. And now here come the Lightning up to Heffron into the offensive zone. Heffron makes a move. He backhands it there. Save made, and that's held by Keem. Shots on goal tied at 10. Skellett won the draw. It's played around down low by Devaney. Devaney looking, and that one does not go. Here's Wheeler. Takes a stick check, and this one is played up. Coming out the other way, here come the Regals now, breaking into the neutral zone. It's picked off, and whistle dead here for offside. Face-off one, it gets sent down low. Here is Savicki. Savicki turning, fires that one up. It's knocked out in the air there by Devaney, and the Regals pick it up and they look to bring this one into the offensive end. Savicki fires this up. It's given right back to Buffalo, and Skellett whacks it forward, trying to get this one under his control. Skellett carries it in, and that one, good use of the body there to knock him off the puck. Here come the Regals. Ryder down low. Geyser makes a good move. Skellett. And Skellett brings this one on forward. He works his way up with speed. Skellett makes a move. It was poked away. Geyser sends this one back in, and this gets sent forward. Down the Skellett. He looks to break on out. Skellett carries it forward with some speed. He walks on in, and they'll dump this one down in deep, looking to dump in chase. Few Lightning changes being made. Skellett wins the race to the puck. He centers it up to Poirier. He couldn't get the shot off. Out to the point now. Devaney makes a move, backhands it wide. Or excuse me, Chavain. Chavain on this one. It's tangled up trying to go for this puck, and it's whacked around over. Here is John Fisher. Fisher in his own end looks up the ice, and that is going to be held by the Regals. They carry this forward into the offensive zone. Geyser stops, looks to the middle. It did not go, and now here comes Hawthorne. Penalty upcoming here against Buffalo, and we'll get our first power play of the game. It'll go to the Lightning as Krakowski is going to make his way off to the penalty box for probably tripping. So we get a Lightning power play. Faceoff's one. Here's Heffron. Goes it to the point to Chavain. Chavain down low to Heffron. Heffron looks, makes a move, sends it back up to Chavain. Chavain along over. Heindorf. Back to Chavain. Down low. Poirier shot there. That one's turned away by Keem. And it'll be backhanded up to the point now. Heindorf over to Chavain. Chavain has Poirier. Poirier one-timer shot is knocked down by Keem. Lysander has tried to run that one-timer play twice now. Both times Keem's gotten over to make the save. Up to Heffron. Heffron walks on in. Looking for room. He cuts. Makes a move. Centering pass there was knocked down by Keem. And right back to Heffron. Heffron up to the point. Shot there from Chavain. Glove save held. And Keem holds it. And that'll be the end of that penalty kill unit for the Regals. They'll make some changes. 41 seconds left on the Lysander power play. 10:20 to go in the second. Face-off won by the Lightning, and getting taken down there was Poirier. Shot there did not go. And a long shot comes out of the zone. Turning and trying to bring this one in is Chavain. Chavain makes a move. He cuts. Firing one that goes wide. He picks it up, makes a move. Looks back. Centering pass to Heffron. Oh, what a save by Keem. Able to get on over and rob Heffron right in front of the net. Here's Poirier. Down low. Poirier looks to the middle. Was knocked down. Heffron tries to get a stick on it, but a few too many Regals there for him. And Buffalo now have an opportunity to clear the zone. They look. Nobody pressuring the puck for Lysander. Now they finally will, but it's too late. It comes out of the zone. Heindorf sends it in. Offside. And this is going to go, stay just outside the zone. They're not going to hit him with the intentional offsides. Lenny looking to tie this one up. 9:35 to go. Much more laid-back game so far. This is carried forward. Here's Wheeler. Wheeler shoots one, and a save there made by Keem, and it's going to be held, and then getting pushed onto Keem afterwards. And so they will end up getting a penalty out of this, and so out to the box will go Wyatt Becker. And so Lysander right back to the power play. So Lightning power play right back to work, and they certainly had a good power play the first time around. Just weren't able to get anything by Keem, who stood tall there in that. Face off one. They try to dig at it, and it's picked up down low. Here is Devaney. Devaney looks, still looking. He looks to the middle, and that one gets picked up by Chevane at the point, sends it down low. Here's Skellett. Skellett flips it back to Heindorf at the point, barely able to keep it in. It's poked by, and this will spring up an opportunity for the Regals. Moving on in, it's Bentley, a 2-on-0. Shot there, he hit the post. And the Lightning come up the other way as they survive that scare. But the Regals pick it right back up. Bentley walks on forward, able to stay on side. He will turn back and elect to waste some time. Devaney nearly gets to him. Comes out, Keem touches this one by. Devaney picks it up, blows a tire, still able to get a hit on the puck. It comes up to the point. Here's Heindorf. Heindorf under pressure, sends it down low for Wheeler. Wheeler turning, looking, back to Heindorf. Heindorf down low, back to Wheeler. Wheeler to the middle, and that one goes through. It's held in at the point, sent down low. Skellett. Skellett turning, still turning. And this one sent around, it skips over to stick of Bentley. And now in a race for this one are the Regals. They will get this one up out of the zone. This is gonna spring a 2-on-1. They walk on in. A good move, and does not go. Bentley turns around. Looking. Chevane fires this one up the wall, and that one got jumped by the Regals. Spino looks forward, sends it up the ice, and it's picked up now by the Lightning as they try to carry this one on in. Sent down low, it's picked up by the Regals, and here's Krakowski trying to bring this one forward. Krakowski walks on in, makes a move, he scores! Adam Krakowski, Regals up by 2. Lysander able to survive a few rush scares, but they weren't able to ultimately survive that one. Krakowski able to make a good move and beats Austin off the pull around to the far side. And that'll make this one a 3-1 game. 7:12 to go in the second period. Face off one, Spino sends it down low. Heffron in pursuit of this one, and he is not able to get it. Set up for Savicki down to Rocco Spino. Spino walks in, he couldn't get that one under control. Comes out the other way, and here come the Regals. Krakowski walks on forward. Krakowski turns, that's a good move there. And this comes out the other way. Sent down low, Savicki tries to pick that one up. Hit around, here are the Regals. Look at that, set up an offensive possession. Krakowski almost able to pick that one up. Savicki fires this one up the ice, and Lysander nearly able to jump onto this one. Fisher looking forward, and this one will be played by Lightning as they chip this one up. Heffron nearly able to pick that one up. Here's Krakowski the other way, walks on in, makes a good move. He shoots one, it ends up getting tipped. They score! Ryder makes it 4-1. The initial shot there got deflected right onto the stick of Braden Ryder. That'll make it 4-1 Regals, who look to start to run away with this one. Face off one by the Regals. They let it go right back down. Hinman along the side looking, and that one is sticked away there by the Buono. Chevane looks up the ice, turning, fires, does not go. Hinman around down low. Hinman makes a move, stops, turns around, makes another move and gets held up there on the wall. Hinman again. He looks up to flex out of the zone. Or not out of the zone. Oh, nearly out. Hinman again on the half board. Sends it down low. Picked up by Skellett down there, and he will turn around. .5:13 left to go. They battle for this one. And this gets sent around. Regals just trying to hold possession of this one, trying to widen their lead even further. Bogolski sends this one down low. Picked up, sent to the point. Shot comes in, got blocked down. Hinman nearly able to hit that one, but he was unable to ultimately get possession of it. It comes back on down. Here's Reinheimer shooting one. Did not go. Regals pick it up, still churning in the offensive zone. Turning is Hinman. Sending it along. Flip back to Hinman. Sent back around down low to Kujawski. Kujawski sends this one up the wall, and the Lightning will take it out, and they'll use this as an opportunity to break forward. Here's Skellett, walks on in. Jay Skellett made a move, and it was taken off his stick. And this one goes down the ice to Skellett. Looks forward, he makes a move, and ends up just dumping this one down in. No icing. Becker back to play this one. He looks up the ice. Becker sends it forward. Here come the Regals. Kujawski there took a hit. Heindorf down low. Heindorf long pass up, intercepted at the point, but the Lightning ultimately able to avoid disaster as they were able to knock it out right after. Heffron trying to get to this one. It gets sent around and up to the point. Savicki. Picked up by the Regals. Now here's a 4-on-1. Heindorf loses his footing. They move on in. It's Ladier. Sends it over off of Heindorf's head. Ice Monster tried to make that a 4-on-0, but Heindorf able to get back to his feet, then dives and makes the block. Brewster walks in. Brewster shoots. That got blocked by Heindorf. Lightning trying to get on this one, and Heffron nearly able to chip this by. Held on in, and now here come the Regals. They shoot. That got blocked. And here comes Lysander out the other way, sent forward. And carried into the offensive zone. Wheeler sends this one around down low. And really nobody was in pursuit of that one for the Lightning. It's just going to be taken by 29. Good move, and he's able to burn Heffron off of his heels. This gets sent forward, and a long pass up for Brewster off his skates. Nearly able to redeem it there was Bentley. Chavain walks the other way. Chavain cuts through, and O'Grady able to get his skate in there to prevent a fully dangerous attack. Bentley picks it up, engaged in a battle for it. Chavain turning, chips it around to Spino. Spino looks, and he will take a check. Spino sends it back up to the point and did not go. Skellett holds it in. O'Grady looks down the ice, and it's held in by Chavain, and we get a whistle here. High stick is the call. And this one will go down into the Lysander zone. 2:02 to go in the second period of play. Shots 15-13 in favor of the Lightning. 4-1 our score. Regals offensively have had success here over the last few minutes. Got 2 consecutive goals, and they're the reason this game is 4-1. This one comes up, battled for by the Lightning, trying to get onto this one. Fisher at the point. Fisher a drive, it deflects, save there made by Austin. Becker sent it around down low. Trying to pick this one up there is De Buono. Going around, and this one will be sent forward. Here's Fisher. Sent back down low. Regals just trying to find some form of open space. Here's Fisher at the point, looking, makes a good move, and he will fire this one back down low. Lightning intercept it. They walk forward. Here's Skellett. Moving forward, 2-on-1 with Spino. Skellett walks on in with speed, turning for Spino, and the pass was unable to be corralled. Good look there by Skellett. Just miscommunication on the way in. And this gets sent forward. Regals try to chip this out of the zone. They're unable to initially. And now it'll be sent forward, looking up for Ryder. Passes just out of reach. Ryder nearly gets a stick on that one. Skellett carries it in the other way. Skellett takes a stick. And it's given away back to the point. Savicki sends it down low. Regals trying to clear this one up out of the zone, and they are going to be able to. Here's Krakowski. Looking on forward over the Ryder. Offside. $17.5 to go in the second period. Buffalo looking to get out of game one with the victory. 15 minutes left of regulation following the conclusion of the second period, but Regals looking to keep this one out of reach. 14 seconds now left, and Hindorf there gets checked along the side. Krajewski brings this forward. He's got a chance. It's a 2-on-0. They walk on in, and ultimately Hinman shoots. That one goes off the side of the net and wide. Final second ticks off. That's the end of period number 2. 4-1 our score. Buffalo with the lead. We'll be back here in a moment on KSM Productions. Do not go anywhere. Just about set to go here. We'll take a look at the rosters for each team. Look at the Lysander roster. Head coach Jason Hindorf and a gaggle of assistant coaches in Jason Daigle, Drew Farley, Brian Devaney, and Matthew Poirier. Regals roster, head coach Matt Geiser. All set to go for the third period of action. 4-1 our score. We're underway. It's taken and sent forward now up into the offensive zone. Sent around down low. Devaney tries to get in on this one, and it'll be played by the Regals, trying to get this one out of the zone. They look forward, and pass up here to Kojowski. Kojowski sends it forward with speed. Here come the Regals. They walk on in, and good job by DeBuono, able to get in the way of that. And it gets sent out of the zone off of a errant pass. Now it's carried forward. Good stick there. Wheeler walks forward. Wheeler sends it forward looking for Devaney. Did not go. Here come the Regals out the other way. Chavain knocks it forward. Reinheimer. Out to Kajewski. Back to Reinheimer. Reinheimer shoots, and that one is blocked away there by Austin. Second attempt got blocked. They worked this one around. Up to Kajewski, who shot there, got deflected, did not go. Devaney the other way, turning, looking, and he will not be able to get it out of the zone. Sent to the middle, and here's Chavain. Fires it up to Devaney. Devaney looks forward, and this gets sent on up to Skellett. Skellett makes a move, and he's unable to get that one fully under control. Skellett now up into the offensive zone. Makes a move. Here's Jay Skellett. He walks on in, and he makes a move. He scores. And the Lightning get this one back to within 2 off the goal from Jay Skellett. So Lysander takes the first step in getting this one back in range. Half run on the draw. He wins it, and this is played down low. O'Grady looks forward. Ladier And this comes forward, and now here come the Regals. Bentley walks on in. He gets through two, ends up having it knocked off at the last second. Brewster down low. They battle for this. Heffron picks it up, and he looks forward, sends this one up to Pearson, and that one's not going to be able to come out of the zone. Brewster. Savicki steps in, gets a stick on this one. Lysander trying to chip this one out. Here's Heffron. Walks forward. Backhand over to Spino. Spino now up into the offensive zone. He's taken down. Offside. And that'll be the end of that shift here for both squads. They both will change up. Skellett on the ice. Face-off won by the Regals. This is sent forward, knocked down there by Skellett. And he gets hit, but Skellett brings it forward into the offensive zone. Skellett shoots, and it lost a lot of momentum on the way in. And the Regals pick it up the other way. Good move there by Ryder. Ryder walks on in. What a pass over to Geyser. Geyser ends up looking back on up, and this one is going to be taken back by the Lightning. Here's Skellett. Skellett tries to go between them, and he will reverse one of the Regals. He tried to come up and make a play on the puck. Hawthorne sends it down low. Fisher winds this one up to the point. DeBuono holds it in again. Down to Poirier. This is held in. And now blown dead offside. 11:43 to go, 4-2 our score. Shots on goal 16-15 in favor of the Lightning. Heffron wins the draw. And this gets sent around down low. Heindorf tries to get in on this. Sticks up to Wheeler. Wheeler looks forward. He has a stretch pass option. And he'll just try to bring this one himself offside. $11:23 left to go. Shots on goal 16-15. Heindorf sends it around down in. Devaney tries to get to this one. And Devaney able to get it to this. It comes on up. Heffron shooting, and that's blockered away. That's held in. Wheeler. What a move by Wheeler. He gets in the offensive zone. He's taken down. Lightning fans wanted a hook there. They're not going to get one. Into the offensive zone now. There's a good move, but Lysander able to break that one up. Heffron looks forward, has Devaney. Devaney unable to get that one fully under control. Heffron sticks it forward, and here's Heffron. Makes a move, cuts back, shoots, and it's saved and held by Keem. Barely able to keep that one under him. It was looking 5-hole. And Heffron heads back to the bench. He's had a few of those opportunities today. Hasn't been able to get by Keem. 4-2 our score. Shots on goal 17-15 in favor of the Lightning. Faceoffs won and taken out by the Regals. They fire this one around, trying to pick this one up. And it's his turn up to the point. Pearson controls this. It comes out the other way. Spino. Send it over. Pearson picks up. Pearson makes a move. He doesn't pull the trigger there, and then ends up giving this one back to Ladier. Ladier the other way. Makes a good pass forward, and this will bring a good opportunity. Shooting one, save there by Austin. Pearson holds this one in. Sent forward, and here comes Skellett. Skellett up now into the offensive zone. He walks forward, and he got held up there a little bit. Comes out the other way. Here come the Regals. Brewster makes a move. Here's Poirier. And now a penalty here against Buffalo, and now they'll pick up another one. And a parade to the penalty box here. For both sides. So Brewster and Lydier go to the box for Buffalo, and it'll be Jace Skellett for the Lightning that heads in. So we'll let the officials sort this one out. Buffalo with the first 2 goals on the day. And Lysander got one back, then Buffalo got the next 2, and Lysander got one back. That's led us to this position, 4-2, 9:34 left in the third period. Waiting to see what the penalties are going to be here. So it'll be 5-on-4. And so 5-on-4 is what we will do. Heffron sends this one up to the point. Heindorf sends it around. Wheeler. Up to the point. Chavain fires, did not go. And now this one will be held by Keem. Heffron won the draw. Comes back up to the point, over to Heffron, makes a move, and he tried sending that one there to Spino. Heindorf sends it down low to Heffron. Heffron cuts in, turning, and he will continue to survey his options. Ends up going to the point to Chavain. Chavain back down to Heffron. Heffron makes a spin move, his backhander there deflected wide. 8:48 to go. Sent to the middle. Wheeler sends this one around. Here's Chavain. Chavain to the middle. Deflects on net, and that one did not go. Regals take it out the other way. Long send down the ice. Heindorf picks it up, and he will send this one right back in. This is carried forward now by Chavain. He lost the puck. So the Lightning have to regroup and try to once again break into the offensive zone. Here's Heffron, carries it forward. Heffron makes a move. Heffron makes another move. He shoots and scores. And Karsten Heffron carried that one to the front of the net, and it's a power play goal for the Lightning, and it's 4-3. He's been trying those all day. That time, he was able to get it to go by. Now Lightning only down by 1. 8:12 to go, so that's plenty of time. So a power play goal for Lysander. And Heffron now on the draw. And it's won by the Regals, and they try to bring this one right back the other way. Reinheimer makes a good move to the middle. It gets sent forward and out of the zone. Heffron trying to streak to this. He nearly was able to pick the pocket of the defender. He took too far of a turn circle inside the zone, so he's going to get caught offside. And that'll do it for the Coincidental Miners. So everyone now out of the box from that last sequence. Face-off won by Skellett, sent down low to Savicki. Savicki looks up the ice. Long pass, and that one is going to be picked off by the Regals. They send this one down into the offensive zone. Kojowski sends it to the middle. What a feed! Save made. That's not held. Comes up to the point. Another drive that goes wide. And here comes Poirier into the offensive zone. Poirier makes a cut. Down low, turning, looks to the middle, and he finds a wide open Skellett. The one-timer, he scores! Jay Skellett on a bouncing one-timer makes it 4-4. We're tied. And it's a tie game. Lysander now 3 unanswered goals. Couple changes for both sides. We take the draw, and this is sent down low into the Lysander zone. Chavain down low, turns, looks up the ice, and he has Heffron. Heffron carries his forward. Heffron makes a move, sent down low. And turning the other way is Fisher. Fisher looks forward for Bentley, and now you got a 2-on-2. Good feed over now to Ladier. Ladier tries to carry this one on in. Chavain locks him up on the wall. Regals trying to find space, sent to the middle, and it's intercepted. Comes out the other way. Bentley makes a good move to the middle, and the shot there goes wide. Heffron nearly able to get in on that one. He ends up making a pass over to Chavain. Chavain looks up, and it takes a bad bounce off the boards, gives it right back to the Regals. And DeBuono stepped up, got her stick in there, but they still have it. DeBuono sends this one up. Heffron. Back the other way. Heffron again. Did not go. O'Grady shoots. It got blocked. Geyser back to the point. Shot comes in, gets blocked the other way. Heffron tries to bring it forward. He was unable to corral it. And the Regals still are able to hold it in. Penalty upcoming. It's an easy one for the officials. Wheeler will head off to the box. So Lysander heads to the box. It'll be Ryan Wheeler, who will pick up a rough. Heffron now on the draw. It is won by the Lightning, and this is dished up to Heffron. Heffron initially lost it. That's going to let Becker get back on him. Good job there by Becker, able to commit to the back check. Knocks Heffron down along the wall, and this pass to Ryder was telegraphed, and Heindorf read it, picked it off. So it'll force them to have to double back temporarily. Here's a good move. Big opportunity here for the Regals to take the lead in this one. Ryder walks on in. He took a check there into the wall. Ryder turns, looks to the middle, and that one comes up to the point. Bogolski fires it in. Down to Ryder. Ryder on the puck. Savicki tried to get onto that one and bounced it to the middle. Fired away there by Spino, but Becker picks it up. Becker walks in, has a wide open centering feed, but took a bounce. Bogolski sends it down low. Ryder played by Heindorf. Heindorf tries to get onto this one. And the Regals still trying to get onto this. They make a move right to the middle. And it's loose there in front. They were unable to get the shot fully in a dangerous position. And now we get a penalty here against Buffalo. It'll be for a slash. And that'll conclude the power play. Into the box will go Logan Geyser for a slash. So we got 16 seconds of 4-on-4. Lightning looking to get ahead here in game one. This is sent down low. Poirier tries to pick it on up. And this is brought forward, and here come the Regals. Looking up the ice. 4-on-4 now over. Lysander now on the power play. Out of the box is Wheeler. Skella tried to get to that one. DeBuono makes a play on it. There's a good move by the Regals, still on the puck. Killing off precious seconds here. 1:03 left to go. Making a good move there, and this is picked up now by Wheeler, who carries it forward. Or excuse me, Poirier. Poirier gets by Reinheimer, who was ultimately able to get the stick on it at the last second. It comes forward. Heindorf down the ice. Looks for Skellett. This will be held in. Poirier tries to get to this puck. Sent around down low. Here's Wheeler. Out to the point. Heindorf sends it on over. Sent down low. Down to Wheeler. 20 seconds left on the power play. Wheeler to the middle, and that one did not go. Held in there by Poirier, who tried to knock that one through, couldn't get it to go. And now here come the Regals in a one-on-one. Reinheimer had to get through Chavain, who got his stick on it, and it comes out the other way. Line change for the Lightning. And this comes out the other way, and a very, very, very easy hook there for the official. And so Regals to the power play. It'll be Hawthorne who makes the trip to the box. And if you're looking for an obvious hook, that's the definition of it. The offside will force the faceoff outside the zone. So it's a power play for the Lightning. Or excuse me, for the Regals. They move on in, looking to take the lead in this one. Heffron gets a stick on it. That's a good move. Cutting out to the middle, shooting, they score! And Buffalo jumps back ahead. A power play goal makes it 5-4. A good finish from Webster, or Brewster, excuse me. And Lysander now right back, trailing. Able to battle back down 3. Regals finally able to stop the flow of momentum, and it's off of a power play goal. They make this a 1-goal game, looking to close this one out. Brewster down low. Lost the puck, comes back up to the point. Held in by Fisher. Fisher shoots, deflects, does not go. Whack to the middle. Opportunity right in front of the net, turning. Couldn't get the shot off. Shots 21-19 in favor of the Lightning, but 5-4 our score. Regals with the lead. Long period of time here for the Lightning to try to set up a play. And this does not go. Ryder in the offensive zone. Ryder sends this one on over. It's intercepted by Fisher. Fisher shoots, and he's turned away. Buffalo here looking to close things out. Held in by Becker. Down low to Chavain. Chavain knocks it by. Wheeler tries to get a stick on it. It's fired up. Wheeler picks it up. He goes up the ice. Has Devaney. And it goes off of his leg. And now into the offensive zone. Ryder tries to step on that. Geyser walks forward, and here comes Skellett. Skellett carries it forward. He turns. Minute 23 left to go. Watching to see if Austin might come out of his net. But the Regals are going to prevent that from immediately happening. Savicki got in on that. Sends it on over to Heffron. Heffron turns, looks up the ice, and that's just an inaccurate pass. It's intercepted. And now that one's intercepted. The Regals getting gifts right now from Lysander. 50 seconds to go. Lightning can't really get out of their zone here. Ryder sends this one in, intercepted by Savicki. The Regals pick it up. Shot there goes wide. Skellett behind his own net. He carries this one forward, and he will look down the ice, looking for Heffron. It bounces over, no icing. Can Heffron get to this puck? He is tied up there. Out of the net comes Austin. 20 seconds. Sent to the middle. Heffron couldn't get a stick on it. Here is Spino. Engaged in a battle for this. Good job by the Regals. Just not letting this one get off the wall. And a whistle blows. And now we'll get some extra pushing and shoving. With 4 seconds left. And we get a timeout here called. By the Lightning, I believe. So Lysander takes a timeout, 5-4 our score, 4 seconds left to go in game number 1 of this doubleheader. Game number 2 will be played at 3. 4.5 to go. So that will conclude our timeout. In the final few seconds here, we'll take a White Lightning, really trying to get every possible second in. And so out onto the ice come the design unit here as they look to hit this one in. 4 seconds. Got to get it on the net, and this is a very, very heavily blocking set up here from the Regals. Faceoff is won by the Lightning. It goes too far over. That is the end of the game. The Regals take down Lysander in game number 1 by a score. Oh, wait a minute. Now we get a little brawl here afterwards. And that's the end of this one. So that's how this one's going to come to an end. Buffalo takes down the Lightning, final score of 5-4. Game 2 will be played at 3 o'clock in about an hour and a half. There's one game between this one and the next one. And so with that here, we will say farewell on KSM Productions, and we will see you all next time, which is about at 3. And with that, we will say farewell.